See, Jesus removes the burden of trying to earn what grace has already provided. Grace is provided. We don't have to earn anything. Grace is a gift that we receive. And I wonder how many of us carrying burdens that Jesus never asked us to carry. I think some of us walk around with a sack like, yeah, I'll take that burden, I'll take that burden, I'll take that burden. We're just picking up burdens everywhere. He never asked us to carry them. We have burdens of perfection, burdens of comparison. A burden, here's a popular one, a burden to please everyone around us. And we live in a culture that constantly tells us that we have to prove ourselves. Jesus didn't say that. All social media does is reinforce that notion. You prove yourself. We're constantly comparing our lives to everyone else's highlight reel. Just be honest, we are. If you're on social media, which all of you are for the most part, you look at something and you just start comparing your life to that life. And we look and we go, man, everyone looks happier. Yeah, that's the point. No one's posting the bad stuff. That would be like Facebook and Instagram gets real. TikTok, whatever we want to use. Let's create the real life through social media. No, we're comparing. Boy, they look happier. They look more successful. They look like spiritual giants. They have figured it all out. And all this does is reinforce the idea that we need to keep performing instead of truly living our lives. And sometimes we even bring that idea into church, which we should never have the idea. We come to church and we think, well, it's time to put on my performance. We think that somehow, well, if maybe I pray enough, I serve enough, I volunteer enough. Well, you should do all those things, by the way, but not to perform. Like, wow, thank God, Bishop said we don't have to do anything. No. But if we're doing those things, and then we think, well, maybe God will love me a little more because I do those things, and we're doing them wrong. We're doing it in the wrong way. Jesus never said, all you who are heavy burdened, perform for me. What he said was, come to me. He said, come when you're tired. Come when you're confused. Come when you're disappointed. Come when you failed. Come to me. The gospel has never been about perfect people who find Jesus. It's always about weary people discovering that Jesus has been pursuing them all along, ready to remove the burden and to bring rest into our lives. That's what the gospel does. And perhaps one of the most profound prayers of faith is simply, Lord, I can't carry this anymore. That's the prayer, Lord, I can't. And it's in that moment of surrender that now that kingdom life is revealed to us. It truly begins in that moment in surrender. Not when we go, I got it, I don't need help, I'm all good with this. It's in the moment of surrender. So what burden are we carrying that Jesus never asked us to carry? Maybe for some of us, it's past guilt, anxiety, control, a need to perform. See, that's what he's talking about, finding rest from those things. And whatever it is, we can bring it to Jesus. We can bring those things that we're dealing with in our life.